hydroxide, OH minus acetate, CH3COO minus. Cyanide's the one with CN chloride, ClO3 again and again. Nitrite is NO2, nitrite is NO3, it's true. Chemists like hydroxide because it's basic humor they can't hide. Nitrate's a blast, it's dynamite, but don't explode, keep it light. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Hypochlorite, OCl is next, hypobromite, OPR at your best, iodate is IO3, remember well, bisulfite HSO3, it rings a bell, permanganate's MnO4 minus, thiocyanate SCN for sure. Why did the permanganate go to therapy? Because it couldn't oxidize its feelings freely. Hypochlorite said I clean up well, but hypobromite's chill, can you tell? Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. HCO3 is hydrogen carbonate, CO3 is carbonate, it's great. Sulfate SO4 double minus, sulfite SO3, keep your mind in the finest. Oxalate C2O4 2 minus, silicate SiO3 2 minus joins the queue. What's the carbonate's favorite song? Don't go baking my heart all day long. And oxalate says with a grin, I'll bind to metals, let's begin. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Manganate MnO4, don't forget thiosulfates S2O3 to be secromate, CrO4 decromate has 2, Cr2O7 is its other view. Phosphate PO4 minus 3, phosphites PO3 remember with glee. Why did the phosphate fail the test? It lost its charge. What a mess. And chromate said, I'm feeling bright, but dichromate seeing double tonight. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. Aluminate Al33 minus, here we go. Arsenite SO3, keep the flow. Arsenate ASO4 minus 3, borates BO3, learn it with me. Pyrophosphates P2O7 for sure, ammonium NH4 plus positive pure. Why did the ammonium get a raise? Because it's positively charged in so many ways, and pyrophosphate feeling all fiery said I'm hot, let's make some chemistry. Nitrate NO3, sulfate SO4, carbonate CO3, hydroxide OH. 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 Manganate AlO33 minus, here we go. Arsenite SO3, keep